Your Lakers won the game, scoring you 2 free tacos with any drink purchased from Jack in the Box. Now, just ask for the Lakers deal when you order. Valid only at Los Angeles restaurants. Go Lakers. Good game. Let's go back downtown. Luka is speaking with
Luka, just how significant for you guys to lock up the three and kind of cement that spot with home court advantage for the first round at least?
Very important. It's going to be my first time having home court advantage, so I'm really excited about it. And that was our goal. Looking back maybe 5-6 games, our goal was to lock it the third seed.
You could argue your last stretch of games here has certainly been your best, just in terms of efficiency. And how are you feeling that at the same time, and how much kind of confidence does it give not just yourself but the team as you head into the postseason?
Yeah, big confidence. Especially getting back in my rhythm. It's important for me. It's important for the team. So I can do everything to help the team win.
Kind of on that note, over this last 3-4 game stretch, you're finishing at the rim or near the rim. The efficiency has gone up. Is that related to comfort? Like you kind of mentioned rhythm yourself. Physically, just where is that, improved efficiency coming from for you?
Yeah, I think just getting physically better. When I drive the ball, I think, like I said, it helps the team a lot. Sometimes around the rim I can score, but sometimes there's so many guys in the paint that I can create a lot of open shots. So that's what I need to keep doing.
Luka, I was wondering if you could talk about the lob chemistry you guys have on this team. It feels like everyone's just always ready, and you're kind of leading that charge. Can you just speak to that? Is it something you guys practice or prepare for or talk about, or is it just kind of you guys give each other the eyes and just get it?
Yeah, for me, I was always kind of, looking for lobs. Not for me to pass it, but we don't work on it. It's just kind of the feeling we have with each other on the court, and like I said, it's getting better.
Luka, you've packed a ton in a short amount of time since you came here. You even stayed an extra night in Dallas, did another appearance. It's been nonstop for you. How will this 9 days or so leading up to the start of the first round benefit you?
Big time. I gotta get some rest, obviously, but the good part of the season is coming, so gotta stay ready, gotta stay locked in, but for sure a little bit of rest is gonna be great for me.
Hey Luka, Austin just said that he thinks that the Lakers could win a championship. You've obviously taken a team to the finals last season. What do you think is the Lakers' ceiling?
Yeah, obviously that's got to be our only goal, and that's our only goal. I think we have the team to do it. When everybody's locked in, we're a hard team to beat, so that's our goal.
Luka, you've obviously been playing with LeBron for the past couple of months, but this is going to be your first time together in the playoffs, and you've played with great players before, but he's arguably the greatest. How do you envision you two just fitting together in the playoffs, and just what that could be like to?
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be hard to stop us. But it's not just me and LeBron. We have a great team around us. Everybody helps us in so many ways. So if we want to win the championship, it's going to take all of us.
Luka, felicidades, aseguran el tercer puesto en el oeste. ¿Cómo se siente el equipo en este momento y sobre todo para ti personalmente? ¿Qué es lo que has podido aprender de ti desde que llegaste?
Creo que ha sido muy importante acabar así, sobre todo para tener cancha en casa en los primeros playoffs. No he aprendido nada nuevo cuando juego a mi manera, o sea, cuando juego agresivo ayuda mucho al equipo y eso tengo que hacer.
Luka, también en español, me gustaría preguntarte qué piensas o qué sientes cuando la gente corea tu nombre, te gritan MVP. Los playoffs están enfrente y esta afición obviamente siempre está esperando un campeonato para los Lakers.
Sí, es algo increíble, es algo que todo el mundo que juega al baloncesto quiere, que todo el pabellón grite tu nombre, y es algo increíble, así que espero que no sea la última vez.
Luka, you've been on quite an emotional roller coaster over the last few months. How have you navigated that? And with this upcoming week off, what kind of reflection do you intend to have before the playoffs start, and to keep kind of a balanced mindset going into the playoffs?
Oh yeah, it's been a roller coaster, but my emotions I deal with by playing basketball. It's the thing I love, and going to the playoffs, trying to win every game. That's it.
Thanks, Luka.
Thank you.
230-point games, 26 and younger in the NBA. Luka's on the list with all-time greats: Wilt, MJ, LeBron, Big O, KD, Cap. Once again, on the list, Bob McAdoo, of course. Dorian Finney-Smith, 8 triples tonight. Lakers pick up their 50th win of the season. We'll be right back. 9 with the playoffs approaching. We just thought we'd show everybody and remind everybody that you were a bad man and you were not playing games with Scola that night after what he tried to do to our boy Luke a little bit. Talk a little smack.
Just too much talking, man. Too much talking. But we allowed them to feel like they could talk a couple games.
By the way, that cost you a game.
It did. It cost me the rest of that game and the next game. And I just ran through his chest as hard as I could. There was no punch thrown. His face actually hit my head. But that was, 2009. Commissioner Stern felt differently about, that type of play. But we just had to send a message.
What did Phil think about that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He really, he probably was upset that it cost me the next game.
But he understood it.
Yeah, we had to send a message, man.
Straight out the 80s there. I love that, man.
I knew you were going to like that.
I love that, bro. I would have been nothing back then, but, just you guys cut that out.
Yeah.
Maybe a foul. So
They weren't even, barely a foul.
you got to, every now and then you have to take one for the team.
Yeah.
Byron was our guy.
Yeah.
We needed Byron with light him up. Light him up.
As Fish said, didn't throw a punch.
No.
Just went through his chest. Shaq had a great quote the other night about duck and smoke, saying, basically like avoiding matchups or wanting matchups and how people jockey for position. So it got us thinking about the Lakers. Is there a matchup? They're all going to be tough, but is there a matchup you prefer or maybe even one that you said, I'd rather not play them till round 2, or I'd rather see those two match up? So, like for me, I'd love to see the Clippers and Warriors play each other round 1. I'd be okay with that. I don't know. What do you guys think, Fish?
Yeah, it's a great question.
Or you just say, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like my experiences, it's just like, let's go. It doesn't matter who. But on this lineup 1 through 8, to me the Grizzlies would be the only team I feel like the Lakers have. It's almost like mind control, Debo. Like they really. They would find a way in a 7-game series to definitely beat the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
I think the Grizzlies are smaller in the backcourt. They just don't match up great against this Lakers team. But the rest of those teams in a 7-game series, man, it could turn on one play. And all of those teams are capable. So
it's funny. I was thinking about Denver, and I'm like, man, playing Jokic and Murray in the first round. But then a part of me was like, but it's time. Yeah, to beat them. You know what I mean? So it's like you can go.
That's fair too.
But Shaq talked about it. Like Phil sometimes would even like, let's sit you tonight, because I'd love to see San Antonio and Utah play each other in the second round. And there's ways to kind of. But Lakers aren't in that position.
Well, yeah, that was
out of their head.
Conversation he was having with Shaq at the top.
The
He
top.
was talking to us.
Yeah. Duck and smoke, he called it. It's pretty funny.
I don't know, man. I got to take my mindset out of when I was playing.
It's different.
Because we always had home court advantage. So it was always like, I don't care. Just bring them. We're gonna have to play whoever. And Utah was really good.
Yeah.
San Antonio,
Dallas.
They were good. So we just like, we're gonna have to see them at some point. But I can see the way the league has changed, where you might want to have 2 other teams play and let them fight it out and eliminate one and move along that way. But let's go, man.
Yeah.
I think for us it was more about the home court